guys, because of this, something else is going on. Up with Donovan, who's chatting along with the giant crab, along with Rayman. The crab tells you about the heart, the giant glowing emerald heart in the center of this sort of lighthouse, and that it needs to be destroyed, or Moresco may return. During this time, you hear these familiar flutterings of the apparition spell as Lazul suddenly pops in to the room that they left. Seeing that everything is somewhat changed and everyone is somewhere else, you hear the talkings of the others in the other room, and you make your way in there to discover the dead Moesco and a bound puppy that looks very, very beat up. Very incredibly beat up. At this moment here, you guys, Donovan just finished wrapping up with the conversation with the giant crab, and, well, you have the knowledge of what to do to stop Moesco. So what would you guys like to do?
The cards had also appeared, and we had done a card draw, right?
That's right. That's right. Yeah, you guys did do the card stuff. But Seth lost everything magical that she had, including a wand and the sword of Gryffindor and all sorts of other goodies.
You don't have to talk about it.
No, let's talk about it.
But nonetheless, Irving was able to bring back the lovely wand, or at least new one that Seth can use. My goodness, that was some crazy stuff. And there we go. And as I'm clicking this button and this button, there we go. So, with that being said, the dead Moesco lie on the floor in front of you all, Irving, Seth, and Lazul, and up at the top of the tower with Rayman and Donovan. Both of you are within this. And as the sort of lifeless body of Moesco is down there, trickles of this weird green light are sort of coming off out of the giant hole that's in the chest, and it starts to slither up the tower. From your perspective, Donovan, you can kind of see it sneaking up past you as it tries to reach up into the heart. You see that the light is slowly getting sucked into the heart as the heart begins to beat louder and glow even brighter.
I think I would definitely have followed that green light up the stairs to see where it was going.
All right, you've gone up the stairs as well, and you see a very, very, somewhat large. It's about the size of like a washing machine. It's pretty big, and it's sort of heart crystalline shape. Kind of looks like almost like an emerald, but it can move as if it was somehow not rigid, and it's beating like a giant heart.
Well, that can't be good.
I target the heart and cast Bombarda.
Oh, here we go. Bombarda. Okay. As you cast Bombarda, the lovely exploding charm. Let's see here. You have to make a ranged spell attack against the target within range. So go ahead and make me a ranged spell attack, please.
Exclamation on the speed.
As this is happening, she's just making her way downstairs, like randomly waving her new wand, trying to figure out like, is this my
It's okay, not exclamation. Slash. R space D whatever.
Slash R space 1d20 plus whatever your spellcasting modifier is. Your spell attack modifier. Which is...
I'm not going to try and fight with the spell list anymore.
So 1d20 plus 6.
Okay, hold on.
1d20 plus 6. Here you go, I got it. You got a 16. As you cast Bombarda on this thing, you reach out your wand and just Bombarda! And for a moment, the top of the tower begins to shake a little. As the flames sort of hit the heart, they almost sort of seemingly go around it. And as the smoke and the flames clear, the heart seems to be untouched.
Fucking hell, guys, we got an indestructible heart up here! I literally shout this down to anyone behind. Top of my lungs trying to reach the guys on the bottom floor.
Alright. Well, Seth and Donna, Irving have made their way, are making their way up as you're sort of shouting this down. Lazarus, you can kind of hear this from where you are down in the bottom area of it. Basically hear him shout, "We've got an indestructible heart up here."
Epic, let's take it. That should sell for one.
I'll put you up there too, Lazarus.
You might even be able to buy someone a new wand.
I mean,
She has a wand.
a new one. I just don't know if it works. So instead of using it, I'm just gonna like shove my hand into the heart and cast a lightning bolt.
I will take several steps back and take a dodge action.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So you go up and you reach for it, and as you sort of, you just basically I'm punching a gemstone. So as you do, you kind of resist just for a second, but then you follow through, and as you do, it's almost like passing your hand straight through like muscle and skin and tissue. Like you can feel it. It doesn't feel rigid like an emerald would. Past the awesome cool thing of lightning bolt.
It's my second one, so I only have one left.
At first, you can see almost like a ball of energy, lightning just kind of emanating from your hand through the emerald sort of heart. And as you're looking into it, you can see it sort of building up a charge, and then suddenly pieces of this sort of gem heart are just spraying everywhere, like in all directions. Some of them kind of ping off, and as they hit the edges of the tower, you can see it sort of embedding in parts of the stone. The glass, the stained glass that's on the top, that's up on the top there for the lighthouse to sort of operate, it sort of shatters in different spots all over. For those who are up here and who have taken the dodge action, you're cool. But for those who have
Me too, everyone?
for those who have taken the dodge action, you're okay. For those who have not,
Dodge action for the win.
yes.
Booyah!
Oh god.
Okay.
Even that low.
Oh god. And so as this happens, and Sephi realizes that it's about to explode, she's just like, "Everybody, hit the deck!"
All right. So yeah, Seth, you're
Already standing in the doorway, full giant one, like, what happened?
yeah. As you get into the Seth, you see it. You're the first to see it, so you kind of react instantly. As it shatters, you duck down, and you're kind of in central zero, so you're able to duck down in time. but the rest of it, Irving, unfortunately, basically takes the full-on blast of like just not knowing what to react very quickly. So as you turn, you just suddenly get there's several shards of this weird gem-like substance comes flying into your shoulder blades.
Okay, quick question.
Yes.
I've got my actual spell list in notes or something, so I'm copying and pasting from there.
Okay.
Do I see him take this hit?
Do you see him take the what?
The hit.
Or do you see Irving take the hit? Bandaging charm. Okay. Spends a corner no more than half of its hit points. Magic gains hit points equal to 2 times the spellcasting modifier, which would be 12, if I'm not mistaken. Additionally, any wisdom, blah 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 blah. Okay, so you gain 12 points back. Full health anyway. So there you go.
Okay, but had my health increased? I saw that I leveled up to 5, but I don't think I got my health point increase.
Let's see here. It would just be the average every time, so let's just take a peek here. You're 5 there, 38 there. You should actually be 38 points. Here you go.
Okay, so 38's where I'm at?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. That's all I needed to know.
No worries. Okay, so with that, the heart explodes everywhere. Pieces of it embed into you, Irving, and start to sort of like seep into your skin. At this moment now, you see this almost like spectral sort of embodiment, orb, if you will, sort of float up from where the heart exploded. You see it sort of dissipating and just sort of evaporating in the air.
Okay, first off, ow. Second, thanks, Donovan. Third, what's going on here?
Other parents still used to belong there afterward. We killed him, his blood was going up to the heart. I tried to stay him hard, couldn't, don't do either and start to second blow it up.
Good job, Seppi.
I didn't know if the wand would work.
Apparently it works. Yay that.
That was just my hand.
Oh, okay.
I haven't tried to use the wand yet.
We'll try it again around here.
Yeah, probably not the best place to do that, right?
I did hear you guys talking about treasure. Was there something about treasure too?
Oh yeah, the crab.
Yes, during the commotion of the exploding heart, the crab seems to have vanished and is no longer in the room.
I thought I was holding it with my levity spell.
You would have lost concentration on that guy because of the things that were flying at you.
Goddamn ninja crabs.
Is he a ninja or is he just somewhere you can't see? Who knows? If you guys would like to look around for the lovely giant crab and whereabouts he may have gone, give me an investigation check as you guys are peeking around.
Investigation, I love it.
I would definitely like to do that. Unfortunately, I cannot see my character sheet. It won't open right now.
Okay, I'll give that Irving. And I'll...
Can I do perception to see if I spot any sign of it instead of investigation?
Well, if you're actively looking for it, it would be investigation. Perception's more about sort of what you see without noticing, I guess.
Okay, sorry.
It's investigation. Oh, 15. Okay, so 15 for Irving. Alright, so, Nines did not see anything. However, Seth and Irving, both of you, managed to sort of, as you guys look over where the giant crab was, you managed to see sort of like a small little blood trail leading all the way back down the steps.
I think my shitty heart caught him. He's bleeding.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, looks like he went down that way.
Alright.
Oh,
Well, I guess it's just a good hope.
Steph's gonna sprint towards the stairs. He just really wants to try this new wand out.
Alright.
Don't kill him.
No. He has so many legs. I have an idea.
Don't eat him.
Oh,
Yeah.
As you guys are rushing down the steps following the blood trail, and continue our little blood trail here. Oh, now it's turned orange. It's crab. So, it leads out towards the front door. He is currently not. And it leads out towards the front door. As you guys sort of burst out from the front door, you see him. It's a very wounded and injured crab laying on the floor in front of you, in front of the door, sort of one leg really not doing so well.
Alright, well. I need him alive. Well, we need him alive.
I won't kill
I
him.
come up to
I cast this.
Okay, and oh, nice. Okay, so that Ripperophorus. That sounds cool. You begin to tap your wand and regain 1d8 hit points. You can also end either one disease or one condition affecting it. Okay, 1d8, it's enough. And you got the 3 rather. So yes, 3 points. It heals him up. He's still kind of limping a little bit, but it does certainly heal him up a little. Kind of looks back at all of you and he goes, sorry about that, I had to get out of there.
Not to worry. Just as long as you promise what you said you were going to do.
Of course, well, I can go and fetch a few things right now if you want to.
Well, we can go with
deal
you.
with this creature. It's disgusting.
No, we don't want to, Laz, he knows where treasure is.
Wait, so are we talking to the crab? What's the harpy?
Talking to the crab.
Okay, well that's better.
She's disabled. She would be.
Cool crustaceans than harpy.
Yes.
It's a weird, brand of racist I haven't encountered yet, but I'm very interested by you.
Are you guys a perceived me?
I mean, not that I do.
We're not eating the crab.
What? Why would you say that? That's an awful thought.
Seriously, the giant crab is sort of
But I mean, if you think we should eat the crab,
Guys, can we
One hit point.
round out?
So we're following the crab, right?
Yeah, the crab knows what treasure
That's hard.
chest.
Yeah, we're just following the crab while Seth laughs hysterically.
Question, are you going to leave the harpy there?
I think he introduced himself as Pinchy, right?
We told the harpy we'd let her go if she told us what was going on, and I feel like she's done as much as she can.
Alright.
So I walk up to the harpy and look at her and say, "You know better than to mess with us. You know better than to cause us problems. If I let you go, you're going to fly away, yeah?"
She kind of nods appropriately.
Wait, are you happy alive for any good reason beyond morality?
Because we said we would. I don't know about you, but my word means something.
I made no promise.
I know that, but we did, and my word means something.
I mean, like, I said it, but I didn't mean it. But if you try to stop Irving from keeping his promise, I will fucking kill you.
But if I kill RP, then he's still keeping his promise, right?
No, but I'll kill.
Is it really worth it, lads?
Should we fight right now? Like, is that?
I feel like it's gonna bite us in the back if we don't get rid of the harpy, but
I'll bite you in the back if you don't.
She's alone. We have killed her leader and her sisters. I don't think letting her go is that big a deal.
Yeah, she's just a loop.
well, let's just follow the crowd to this because we just speak of.
I mean, she's definitely
But if
gonna
he-
come back and tell her bosses what happened. Hopefully, she'll also tell them that we will murder any other harpy we see, and they won't bother us again, right?
Yeah, or they'll be like, oh my god, they killed Jerry! Revenge!
You knew the guy's name?
Yeah, I'm very smart, okay.
No, the guy's name was Molexco.
Alright. So as you untie the harpy, it gives you sort of like a bit of a glare at first. It takes a very cautious first step. And then
Get out of here. I'm barely holding them back from killing you. Get out and don't come back.
as it just bolts out the back door, flying through the inside of the building just to take off. Crab skittles around the other end, however, and as he reaches
I do realize harpies eat people, right? Like that's what they do.
Yes, I'm aware. I know that harpies eat people. I also know that we killed all of her sisters.
If anyone had a reason to eat people right now, it's that harpy.
So as the as the crab makes his way around to the other side of the lighthouse, and as you guys are following them, it's a bit of a steep cliff, and the water is about 25 feet below at this point. And as you sort of get up to the edge and watch this giant crab sort of edge around the outside, and you kind of following along. When you get to the center point, you can come look down in the water, and it's at this point you can kind of see it, the outlining shapes of deserted ships.
Oh, this motherfucker doesn't have treasure. He's hoarding it underwater.
We have water breathing.
Yeah, we got potions for that.
Let's go get it.
He tells you, the crab tells you, that many ships have made their way, being drawn here by being compelled almost to crash into the rocky outcropping by the beacon's evil light. All of these ships have carried many goods and services and treasures. Fish have picked the crew almost to their skeletons, which lie scattered throughout the doomed vessels. As he notes all of your sort of eagerness to jump into the water below, warns you. There we go, he warns you, and he says, I wouldn't be too eager to jump in there right away. I mean, you don't want to get eaten.
Eaten by what?
Well, another than the vicious Daggerma.
Where does this dragon wall?
Well, you see, it's a vicious shark in here, and, well, you think that all these bodies just got eaten by smaller fish? Well, the little fish came and so did the big fish, and one big fish didn't want to leave.
Alright. I look at Donovan and Laz and say, now, see? There, that's the thing to use your exploding stuff on.
Don't look at me, he's the bloodthirsty one.
I mean, if you're gonna kill something, kill that.
Yeah, as Donovan says this, he's pointing right at Laz.
So that there's a big fish.
It's a big, big fish.
Shark called Daggermaw. Yeah, pretty fucking big.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, do you know roughly like where it is under the water? Like, can we see like a shadow of it?
I mean, it would just come towards us, to be honest.
Of the shark. Currently, right now, you guys kind of make out. I mean, it is a pretty deep sort of water. What you're looking at is you can kind of see these sort of outlines, basic shapes of the sunken ships. To see the ocean floor is impossible from where you are. And you have a feeling
I got hit with those shards. I got hit with those shards up in the other room, right?
You did.
So I have a blood-soaked shirt on, right?
You do.
I take my shirt off and dunk it in the water and wash it up and down to wash the blood into the water.
Okay.
Does that draw the shark?
As you draw it in and you can see the blood flowing off of the shirt into the water, you don't seem to be attracting anything.
Huh. That's interesting. I thought they always came to the scent of blood in the water.
Maybe.
Too far away.
Why don't we use the crab as bait?
Oh God, no. He helped us. Come on.
I mean, did he really?
Not really. Actually,
Exactly.
that's a very good point.
Donovan just grasps, pinching and breaking.
I look at Baz and I say, he is a creature. Laz. I look at Laz and they say he is a creature who is sentient enough to talk. Are we going to have the being-beast argument again?
No, I'll settle it. And Seth is gonna grab the crab and just throw both of them off of the ledge into the water.
The crab and
Herself and the crab. She's
Oh,
gonna wrap her arms and
You mean
legs
the
around
ocean?
this giant crab and just tilt them over the edge.
I take my potion of water breathing and Seth's potion with me and dive in after her.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
On the way down, it's
yeah.
like, seafood dinner coming right up.
And I catch up with Seppi and hand her her potion of water breathing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I look up and see Seppi and Maroon on and think, like, what the fuck just happened?
What's that? Oh, sorry, what was that? Was that women? What were you saying?
Yeah. I just like just size this, grab the potion, just drink it out, and just follow after them. Make sure they don't kill themselves.
Alright.
I was
So,
totally up here though, guys, so you know, good luck.
thanks.
Fucking morons. I chose my own potion, follow after.
Alright, you do so. Okay. Oh, I'm trying to do this quickly, but my computer does not want me to do this quickly.
Take your time.
I'm just daydreaming about all of you, like, killing yourselves in order to kill the shark and all the treasure she's left for me to pick up on the ocean floor and take for myself. While you guys fight this thing.
Wait, like, I'll take my potion later, I'll pick everything off of your dead bodies, and I will be a rich man.
Yeah, exactly.
So as you all sort of plunge into the water, at first it takes a moment for you to sort of get used to that sort of breathing underwater feeling. Seth, you did not take this potion and are having a bit of trouble as you get lower and lower, and the pressure is starting to get onto your lungs. At this moment now, you are officially without air and unable to breathe.
I would like to kick off of the top of the crab, because Irving jumped in directly after, so I'm gonna like kick off the top of the crab and try to swim as much as I can as Irving's like reaching out my potion. I'm just gonna grab it and try to drink it underwater.
Alright, give me, we'll say, sleight of hand or athletics, whichever one you want.
Okay, athletics or sleight of hand. We're gonna go with. Oh, I hope this is a good choice. No.
You see Irving and you reach out for it. Unfortunately, you miss, and it passes you, and it starts to sink down. As you look down, and you kind of like, uh-oh. You're going to have to swim down in order to retrieve it.
I grab her and kiss her to give her air, and then push her towards the surface, and I swim down to get it.
I use when you this spell, and I just flip push right back up to her.
Okay. All right. You see this, Irving, as the potion drops, and you instinctively make the sacrificial move. But then, just as you look over and see Rayman casting the spell, as the potion sort of levitates in the water and out into the outstretched hands of Seth, you take it, and for a moment you're kind of, and you're able to breathe underwater as well. All right.
I feel like
So
she would try to talk, but I don't know if they can talk underwater, so it would probably just be like.
it is going to be a series of that because your vocal cords do get kind of muddied up with the water in them now.
Yeah, she's like underwater yelling at Irving, like.
And Irving just disregards it. Yeah, and Irving knows exactly what she's saying and is just disregarding it.
Yeah, you can tell just by the actions.
Yeah, have I caught up to them yet?
Yes, at this point now, all of you make your way and are now on somewhat of the seafloor. You find yourselves getting closer and closer to one of the shipwrecks, along with Crab, who's kind of leading the way.
I kind of want to say that we form up in kind of a diamond where the four of us are sort of facing outward, moving towards it. We kind of clump up and face all the directions as we move towards the shipwreck.
I like that idea, and the crab is kind of like leading the front line for that.
Yeah.
If I did this right.
Ooh.
There we go. Sorry, that was a quick notice. I didn't realize you guys were actually going to go into the water.
You gave us a cliff to jump off of. What did you expect?
Fair. That's fair. All right.
Hey, Mandy, you gave us water breathing and shipwrecks.
For sure. Yes, I did. All right. Well, nonetheless, you're here, and you seem to be somewhat alone. I mean, apart from Crab, who is also there.
Seth, because she, comes from the Muggle world, and she had to choose a language in her Muggle high school, she chose sign language, American Sign Language. So while she is angrily bubbling words, she's also like signing at the crab. Like, where the fuck is the treasure?
All right. So, the crab, having no hands or fingers at all, has no idea about American Sign Language, and it seems like you're just kind of waving and doing gang signs to him.
What a culture swirl.
To which he does his best to wave you guys over to one of the ships, and he kind of points up into one of the ship's areas. He goes, go check it out.
All right. I go to where he's pointing at.
All right, yeah, he's kind of pointing off into the captain's area of this rather small ship.
But he's not accompanying us. Like, he's just pointing out the direction, right?
That's correct.
Okay, Sap's gonna stand right next to the crab and hold her wand tip to like the underbelly, soft part of his shell.
He kind of gives you like a, hey, I thought we were friends.
I don't have fucking friends, she says with.
All right, so yeah, he points you off into the thing, into it. Who would like to go in?
All right. I'll go cautiously.
All right. So it's rather dark in here. It's the bottom of the ocean after all.
No, I got a thing for that.
Got a thing for that.
You know what? Now we're killing against low.
Hit me with blue moss. There it is.
If ever there was a character to never doubt, it's any character Shadow makes.
That's right.
He's always got something up
Goodness.
his sleeve.
Rogue and basically just stole the necklace off the bad guy. Anyway, nonetheless. So yes, you illuminate the area and you can see around there's many barrels and sort of almost dissolved away hammocks. This ship has been down in here for quite some time. And give me an investigation check as you look around for anything of value. Ooh, okay, 12. Alright. So you are there. Okay, so as you look around, you see a rather slumped over looking sort of skeleton. The hat and the shoes and the gloves that they have been that this thing has been wearing seems to have been eaten or torn apart or over time just dissolved in the water. Everything except for the cloak that the skeleton is wearing. It seems immaculate, shiny even.
Make the cloak float to me. The spell I already used.
Hey.
This one.
Right on. Okay, so as you reach for it, and you clutch it into your hands, the shininess seems to be even more sort of luminescent as you hold it in your hand. You have a very, very shiny, almost like new cloak.
I feel like Irving is standing outside, closely keeping watch for the shark.
Yeah, Zeffy's holding the crab hostage, also looking out for the shark.
Alright, if you're shark looking, if you're shark looking, then go ahead and give me a perception check as you got your sort of peepers open here. Okay.
Yeah. Irving's second Donovan.
All right. Donovan, you don't really notice anything. You're kind of, taken aback by everything that's going on. But Irving and Seth, you guys have got your eyes just absolutely peeled. And you do see very far up in the distance.
Randy, I can get performance on those.
Oh, okay. You want to do a perception again, you can, yeah?
Yeah, I
Okay. Alright, so yes, both Irving and Seth, you guys notice off in the distance, like about maybe 60 feet, like really far, and it's difficult for you guys to see because of how dark it is here on the floor of this ocean, but you swear you saw something shift, move. With a 22, Donovan, you're almost absolutely convinced that yes, something over there did shift around.
I'm gonna sort of and start rubbing in my hands and point toward where I saw this.
Okay.
And I feel like Seth is doing the same thing. She's like, like pointing in that direction.
There's just lots of blub blub blubs going on.
Irving isn't talking and isn't making blood blood noises. He's readying a charm.
Okay.
That's probably the smarter choice, right? Meanwhile, Donovan and Seth are just
Just back and forth.
The range on this is 60 feet. I would like to cast Petrificus Totalis
Ooh.
at 3rd level, because at 3rd level I have a 3rd level spell slot now. At level 5, I can target a beast instead of a being.
Ah, look at you. Alright, so, do so. And you cast off, right off into this shadowy thing that you see about 60 feet. There we go. Kick this button. And you hear, as it sort of fizzles off, you hear it sort of strike something, and you can see the sort of aural blast as it strikes whatever it was off into the distance. And then the color, the sort of orb light fades and goes back to black. You're sure you hit it, but you're not sure if it was affected.
Range spell attack, so I can't roll for that. Can you roll for that for me?
Yeah. That's a 15. So there you go. With the 15, yeah. It is far away, it's hard to tell. You definitely know that you've hit it, but whether or not it's affected it remains to be seen. It's Schrödinger shark in the dark.
Schrödinger shark. Oh my god.
In the dark. God damn it, Randy. You get inspiration.
Alright, with that, I immediately follow up by casting Lumos and holding my wand up and towards it so that I can see a little bit further through the water.
Okay. As you hold it up and you shine it off, it follows that, and you do see what seems to be a rather decently sized shark. Somewhat not moving at this moment.
Okay, I have a question. I'm gonna post this spell information and then ask the question?
Sure.
So with Flipendo,
Okay.
it's a knockback jinx. Can
Yeah.
I use it on allies to get them away from me?
Well, I see. Feels like a very heavy blow, sharply throwing creature from its standing position to the ground. Choose a being that you can see within range. So, I mean, yeah, it's any being that you can see within range.
Okay, aside from the crab, I guess Donovan's the closest to me.
Ish, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use this on Donovan.
Okay. Alright, so Donovan is going to need to make a strength saving throw. So let me just get your sheet up there for you, Donovan, unless you can do it.
I can't because my sheet is it's time to move in the game.
You got a 6 on your strength save.
Can I try to cast this without causing damage, or is it just it's damage no matter what?
It's gotta be damaged no matter what.
I'm sorry, Donovan.
So on a failed, you're taking 1d10 bludgeoning damage, and you're knocked back a number of feet equal to 5 times your spellcasting modifier. So what's your spellcasting modifier, Seth?
Wait a second, he has a failed save, so there's a save on that too.
Yeah, wait, roll it.
Strength saving?
Yeah.
I rolled the strength save. He got 6.
My spell. Nope, wrong one. Oh my god, please load. I'm sorry, it's taking a second.
No worries.
+4. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was
it's intelligence, so it's +2, but it's 5 times that. So, yeah. So 10. 10 feet back.
So I just got knocked ass over TKO. Sorry.
Yeah. You can say ass here, Donovan. It's fine.
I had cautioned him against cussing so much. That's my fault, guys, not his.
Fair.
I also want to take my full movement toward the shark.
Okay.
I don't know which direction the shark is in, though.
It's way over here, about 60 feet. Let's see.
Movement.
Like a snap together. So it's like right at the edge over in there. I will put... Well, you'd be able to get 30.
Yeah.
And keep in mind that you're also... You have a potion of water breathing, but not a potion of fast swimming, so your swimming speed would be half.
Okay, so just 15.
Essentially.
Okay, so I end up here.
Yep.
And the shark is still not moving, and he's still, 20 feet away?
Yeah, I do have a thing. I had a mini thing for shark. Right, there you go. Yeah, he's over there, and he's not moving.
Okay. Oh god, hold on. I have to double check this thing.
Okay. While this is going on, Laz, you're up at the top, and you're kind of all by yourself. Kind of watching the things go on. It's hard to see. Every now and then you'll see like flashes of light coming from the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, you're just out there doing your thing.
That's right.
So my last lightning bolt charge is a range of 100 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm directing it at the shark.
Okay. Oh god. Alright,
I'm just holding concentration on my first.
Yes, you are. As you shoot lightning out at a shark in the water.
I'm aware that what I'm doing is a horribly terrible physics experiment, okay?
Yeah, Randy, she's more than aware. She's been playing in food.
That's why I was
What
trying
the-
to push people away.
100-foot line. It's a 100-foot line.
Yeah, I just like whatever's behind the shark for the next 60 feet is also fucked.
All right, so this would be essentially everybody is going to have to. Let's see, yeah, everyone that is closer than the shark is going to have to give me a dexterity saving throw 2, which is all of you, including the crab. All right, so
Do I
here.
do a dex save?
No, you have the power. So you are unaffected by lightning at this moment.
Triumphant.
All right, so. Oh gosh. Irving, you gave us a con save. We need a dex save.
I'm trying.
Oh, thank God that was not the save.
Yeah, I can get you. Donovan, how's it going? Do you need help? I can get you here.
No,
I got it.
15.
Yeah, you're gonna have to roll for me, Randy.
You got a 20, sir. All right, so it looks like all of you succeeded. However, you guys are taking half of 26, so 13 points of lightning damage go to all of you, including the crab, which is now dead.
That's been posted. Is it like there?
And the shark is also dead. So yeah, at this moment, as you're looking down, Lazar, you just see like this, like coming from the bottom, like somebody has just flipped on like an energy nuclear power plant or something. And you look down, and then suddenly, about a minute later, you see dead crab just kind of.
I'm saying how Lucas isn't here, I'll take on his role and I'll facepalm.
I'm already doing that. Like Raymond is like, the heck? He swims up, just sees a dead crab, was like,
Then another moment.
Do I see the shark go belly up?
Yeah, another moment later, you see the shark turn and up at the surface of the water.
Okay, so going with the shark is belly up and realizing that I no longer have to hold concentration, I'm going to leave Lumos active and go inside the shipwreck where Shadow is and do my own investigating in there.
Yeah, I want to do the same. Now that the shark's gone, I want to get in the ship and look for shit.
Okay.
But I don't want to be endangered, you know.
I'm gonna make my way over the ship very gingerly because I am looked at her at 17 hit points currently.
Nice.
yeah, what?
So yeah, as you look around. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, while they electrocuted me when I'm now swimming inside, I swim out and get out of the water.
Also, just a quick time check for our water breathing.
Time track. It's essentially gillyweeds, so it's 1 hour.
Aha, okay, we gotta hurry.
Yeah, this is a quick look around and then we're done.
All right. So you're in the water. Or not in the water. You're not in the water. You're in the water.
I'm sorry, can I just say, like, the Goblet of Fire, that actual trial, Victor Crumb was the smartest motherfucker. He transfigured his actual head into a shark. Everyone, Harry Potter ate gillyweed. Are you kidding me?
Maybe it was meant to do more. Maybe it was meant to turn him into a shark, and he's just such a dork. It just gave him, gills.
It could just be that Victor Crumb is really bad at transfiguration.
Right? And maybe he overdid it. Maybe he's got a gillyweed problem. I've got to go up to Gilly Heroin now, guys.
That's why Snake was so wicked out over his Billy Ray Gates story.
It was like $20,000 worth of drugs.
Right? I make myself before.
Can I go collect the shark's teeth so I can use them in a heroic story about myself later? Like,
you can certainly get.
And then I was staring down the sharks, 3 feet long, I killed it all by myself.
Bitch, you're gonna take all the credit for this shit too.
Well, when you're dead, who's gonna tell them that it wasn't?
Exactly. Who's gonna tell me that I'm wrong when you're all dead because you're stupid and downing?
And fully banking on the fact that
I wish I had this for magic and I could just spam the water breathing, but I can't, so.
Wow! Wow!
Alright, so, nonetheless, many of you guys are digging around inside of the shipwreck here. And other than a few, bits, chests that seem to have been open, you guys dig around and search the desk and drawers, everything. It seems that this particular shipwreck has been cleaned out.
Fucking losers.
Is there any
However,
did we see where the crab was stashing his treasure that he collected?
No, he died, so it's not like you could ask him either. But nonetheless, excuse me. Nonetheless, you do remember from being, up on the tower there, you do remember looking down and seeing more than just one shipwreck.
Yeah, definitely headed to looking at Seppi and saying, making the kind of finger motions of kind of walking through the water and make a circle motion to the ship and say, and point out the door.
2 thumbs up.
So, taking a walk to the next shipwreck.
He's taking a stroll. Right.
Do I see them coming out?
Do you see them coming out?
And I make the waving motion to him. He's welcome to join us.
You see Donovan kind of covered in some bandages and stuff and limping along. He's not looking good.
And while we're going, I would like to cast a Pisky on myself and Donovan. So if you could roll that for us, please.
And I would also like to cast a Pisky on Donovan.
Okay. Alright, so I'll get Irving's here. I suppose. A Pisky. Must a Pisky on him. There we go. Did I actually do it? Or it did. Okay.
Side note, my new neighbor's wife is super hot. I'm into her.
Just like in real life, you just...
Yeah, sorry.
It's like, side note, unrelated to everything.
She just got home and then walked inside and I was like, yeah.
Alright. So, as you guys cast the Pisky on Donovan, and you heat him up. What is it? 5 and 5, 2 and 6, so 10 and 18. Okay. So 18, that should be enough to get you back into 4 at least.
Yeah, and I took 6, so 31 for me. Well, that puts me back at 31.
Alright.
It puts me 35 minutes.
So, with that, you guys swim on over to the other, and in no way completely same.
I'm really quickly gonna cast a Pisky on myself also. I totally forgot that I need health.
Alright, you do that as well. You float over and swim over to another shipwreck that is in no way the same one as the last one, inverted. While you're there, what would you guys like to do? What would you guys like to do? Inside, look around the outside.
Immediately cast Lumos and scan the outside quickly, and then look for an entrance inside it.
Alright, barnacles cover the crap out of this outside one here. This one certainly seems like it's been here a lot longer than the previous one that you were there. There seems to be a sort of busted hatch on the top. That seems to be the only entry into the ship. Masts, the sails, all of it seems to have been broken or damaged.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Lumos as well, and just dive right down into that hatch and go to the. I'm gonna go right.
Right. So as you pop in, a bit dark, but then you cast in your Lumos and you follow around. Give me a perception check as you're sort of looking around.
Okay. I'm doing the same. So perception from me.
Yep. Anybody who's inside looking around, give me a perception check, please.
Rolling good today.
Nice. Okay. Nice. Okay. So, pardon me. So unfortunately for Donovan, you don't really find too much. Your roll is just a bunch of like bits of old wood that you're scattering through, pieces of metal, nothing. But both Seth and Irving here, you guys find, look around, as you look around, you guys find a small locked chest. It seems to have almost like a black sort of coating on the outside that's been somewhat chipped away by the water and it being waterlogged. But nonetheless, you find a small locked chest.
Rather than trying to waste time, I'm just gonna look at Irving and like point at the chest and like pantomime like, let's just take it up. Let's just go with it. We can't stay down here.
Okay. I would like to go ahead and cast Accio as a cantrip, which will lift 20 pounds.
Okay.
Would that work?
Can I help it with that?
To do what? To lift the chest out?
Lift the chest up, yeah.
Yeah, the chest is, I mean, it's heavy, but it's not, it's less than 20 pounds for sure.
Okay.
And as you sort of pull out your wand, it's accurate chest, and it comes shooting towards you. And you kind of clutch it into your hands.
Yep, I'm going to go ahead and carry it and swim for the surface.
Same. I'm going for the surface.
Yeah,
Actually, the way Accio reads, I don't have to carry it. I just have to keep my wand trained on it, and it's carried by an invisible hand.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to kind of drag the chest behind me with my wand pointing at it so that it doesn't impede my swimming.
All right. So as you all make your way back up to the shoreline there, you see Lazul basically just kind of like looking down, and just every now and then you see him kind of like smile. Oh, he's definitely thinking and dreaming.
Rat legs.
Yeah, he's definitely thinking. He's thinking about something. Anyway, you guys all make your way back up to the surface. One of you with a very shiny new cloak, and the other with a very noisy chest. And you guys bring it up towards the surface, and you set it down on the edge of the rock. What would you like to do?
What do you mean noisy?
Well, as you're moving it around, you can hear something inside shifting around. Lots of some things.
Lots of something's inside there shifting around?
Yeah.
Are they shifting by themselves, or are they shifting with the movement of when I move the chest?
The movement of the chest.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'm going to attempt to break the chest open.
Right.
I'm gonna prepare Protego as a reaction. So
Okay.
if we get attacked, there's an automatic shield.
Sure. All right.
Yeah, I'm just going back up.
take an extra step back. All right. So, Irving, as you attempt to bust it open, what do you attempt to bust it open with?
I'm looking to see what I have here. Hold on. I have the pole of collapsing.
Okay.
So I'm going to collapse it to its like 1 foot form so that it's at its densest and heaviest.
Okay.
I'm just going to kind of try to wump on the lock.
Alright, give me, I'll do that for you here. Actually, you can. Give me just a straight strength check.
As he's womping,
Okay.
can I just cast Alohomora and see if it works?
You can, yep.
Did that roll?
Right.
No.
Yours thing rolled? I don't see it, no.
Looks like it did.
Here, I'll get it. Irving Inkleblot. Give you a strength check, which is essentially an unarmed. Oh, something came through.
Oh,
That's magic
please.
with putties.
I want to know.
This is absolutely a chest that was made in the 1800s by
Oh, that's a saving throw. Okay, so the first one is a strength save. I guess it didn't matter. They're both +3. Okay, so 18. Yeah, you use it and you smash down on it, and just as you're about to do so, you hear from the corner, just in the corner in the back of your mind, that you hear Alohomora! And just as you look down, the chest pops open, and as you hit it down with the pole of collapsing, you then slam it shut back again. But then, of course, as you do so, you crush and dent in the top of it, and it busts open again, revealing inside. It is /R2, 2d1. Try again, /R, 2d1. 140 copper coins. I'm sorry, gold coins. I don't know why I'm saying copper. It's 140 gold coins and 6 pearls inside.
Oh my.
All inside of a black silk pouch.
Holy jeez!
Well, I divide the coins evenly amongst us, which I think is
2, 3, 4, 5.
there's four of us, 5 of us.
Well, I mean, it depends if you want to give to some to Lazul. I mean,
No, do not pay Lazul.
You found treasure? Oh, good job, my minions. Now you can
He
leave,
was
please.
down with us. He did nothing.
Yeah, no, last
Look,
I kept watch for the harpies, you guys.
Oh my god.
I have the most important job of all.
Yeah.
I look at Laz, I give everybody 40 gold coins, and I give him the remaining 20.
Well,
okay. Sure.
He sounded so sad.
All right. So, as you guys have
And
mentioned,
the pearls I give to Seppi.
okay. As you make your way up, Rayman, this is the first time you've kind of been sort of shaking out the cloak and trying to like wring it out and do your best to get rid of all the water on it. And interesting enough, but even when it was super damp, and now as it's drying, it looks the same. It looks this similar pristine shininess, which just seems very, very interesting.
Can I make it like a magic arcana check to see like what exactly it is?
Yeah. Give me an arcana check. You think it's something magical? The 14. You can definitely tell that there is something magical about this, as there is, it's been looking this great underwater this whole time. Unfortunately, you're just unable to really figure it out.
Alright. Well, I'm going to put it on anyway, so.
Alright. As you put it on, as you look down on it, the shininess kind of seems to almost fade and shifts into almost like a very dark, sort of bluish color. Then as you look around at your fellow people around you, you kind of look at Lazul's outfit and the way that he's dressed, and you look over at Seth and the way that she's dressed. And then suddenly, as you're looking down, you notice that as you're thinking about these types of clothing, you look down and you notice that the robe, the cloak, is actually changing into those items. This particular cloak seems to give you the ability to change its style, its color, and apparent quality of the fabric. The weight doesn't change, however. It can't turn into like a suit of armor, but it's got to turn into something fabricy. But you have the ability to basically change your clothes at will.
That'd be useful.
I will give you
Nice.
I need one.
I got a wardrobe now. I got a best wardrobe.
He got the ghetto wardrobe. It's one suit fits all, man.
FUBU, for us, by us, motherfucker.
That's right. All right. Okay. So I'll give that to you in your clothing for in your magic items there. But basically, yes. While wearing this cloak, you can use a bonus action to change the style and quality of the garment. The cloak's weight does not change regardless of its appearance. The cloak can't be anything but a cloak, although it can duplicate the appearance of other magic cloaks. It does not gain their abilities or magical properties, though.
Alright, so when everybody except Laz got 40 gold, Laz got 20.
Nice. Alright, so as you all are out here amongst this loveliness, you hear it once again.
How much are the pearls worth?
Oh, well, it's hard to tell. You've just plucked them out of a bag. So, look,
I mean, that's fine. I was.
They look newer quality, if nothing else.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right. So with that, you guys kind of all pack around. Bazul's eyes staring at the dead crab with jewels sort of on his mouth roll. As he's looking down, you guys suddenly see out of the corner of your eyes what appears to be a small bird flying in the sky. It's getting closer.
Is it that damn harpy?
I take the dodge action.
As whatever it is getting closer and closer, you suddenly see it right above you, like fly right overhead, and then suddenly straight nosedive right down towards
Okay, guys, let's kill it. It's definitely unfriendly, whatever that is.
Is it though? Is it unfriendly? Or is it, somebody
It's nose diving towards us. What the fuck? How do you nose dive towards something in a friendly way?
I mean, to get there quicker.
What? I was gonna say, you haven't played much Quidditch, have you, Laz?
I'm a Quidditch champion. I am proficient
And you've
in rooms.
dived during a Quidditch game to get a.
No, I would like to be like a friendly guy that was just gonna greet the persons at the bottom. Who the fuck just does? No, there's no way that guy has good intentions. But we've been having this conversation for several minutes now. So by this time, he's probably already on our page. So what happens?
Yeah, there's a couple of you suddenly see about 10 feet above you. It suddenly veers off and drops something out of its grip and takes off. At vast look, you suddenly see, hey, that is a very familiar looking beast. That was an owl. It was Elric's owl, Archie, as he's flying down, and he drops, and he comes down, he flies off. He seems to have delivered you a bit of mail.
I stand on my decision.
I'll pick up the mail and read it.
All right.
Kill the owl. Actually, if you want to kill the owl, do it, and we'll have all of the fun watching Elric kick your fucking ass tomorrow.
So as it drops down, you unveil a small scroll. And inside, it reads. There you go, let me get this up here.
Oh god, it's so small.
If you press Z, if you click it and you press Z, you'll be able to see the whole thing.
You said, you British, Zed.
Oh, it's the same bloody letter.
Z!
I'm sorry, it doesn't fit the wine scheme.
It was set.
I can't click it, so could someone please read it to me?
I will. Go ahead.
Okay. The orcs have fallen under the sway of evil spellcasters in Neverwinter Wood. The orcs have been sighted, growing in numbers near my hunting lodge. The spellcasters dwell in a ruined manse?
Yes.
Okay. I need someone to make a preemptive strike against it. Destroy the evil in the manse. Signed, Falcon with a very cool emblem over the F.
So, wait, does he want us to kill the orcs or the spellcasters, or both? We should probably kill them.
No, to me.
I mean,
he said evil spellcasters and then kill the evil.
Right, so that's orcs. Clearly.
If I could do this and
What sort of evil spellcasters are you not listening?
Orcs are evil.
oh my god.
No, they're not. Let's go ahead and take out the spellcasters and, any orcs that resist us. You don't have to just kill everything just because it's in the look.
I mean, we don't have to, but I mean, it would be like a good citizen to try.
I feel like
No, yeah, that's kind of the opposite of being a good citizen.
no, like acceptance, tolerance, that's being a good citizen.
Yeah,
So we're not tolerant against the evil spellcasters, but we're tolerant against the evil orcs. Is that right?
I mean, the evil spellcasters are very definitely exploiting other people.
How do you know?
The orcs are being exploited.
They're evil and nothing else.
Because you guys literally tried to dig a trap pit hole for a bunch of orcs, and I managed to just talk them out of the house. So, in my opinion, orcs honestly aren't that bad. Laz, you're an asshole.
I mean, are these the same orcs that were
would have worked better in the long term. Because you see, if we had just gone with my plan and we'd kill all the orcs, then there would be no orcs to rescue from evil spellcasters now, and we wouldn't have this whole problem. So, it went a bit in the ass, like I knew it would.
You genocidal monster. Why are you just playing?
A bunch of roaches in it and you kill all of them? Is that genocide?
So, this...
They're not sentient beings! Remember the thing about sentience? Sentience! Orcs are sentient! They are beings, not beasts!
I don't know.
Irving, why are you trying to reason with this schmuck?
Let's just go and take care of the problem and try to kill as few people as possible.
Problem. Wink.
Can we all just, have a minute to enjoy this delicious sushi? And, actively eating the dead crab.
That's not sushi!
She, ripped off a whole leg and she's just kind of slurping the meat down as she watches this argument happen.
no cooking, just making it.
Yeah,
Alright.
you don't need to cook it.
Rock rat.
It's already cooked, isn't it?
Seasoned by the sea.
I mean, it kind of was electrocooked too. It's partially cooked.
This is literally the safest meal we're gonna have all day. Everyone just grab a leg.
Alright.
As you all
I'm not gonna be eating the crab.
nice. As you all sit down and munch on your
As
crab.
they eat.
Wait,
As they
Irving is eating rations.
what was the crab?
Irving is eating rations. The crab talked to him. He's not eating the crab.
Yeah, same thing with Brandon.
Yeah, I'm not using crab.
What was his name?
Tenchi.
Okay, so as she's eating, she's like, "Oh, thank you, Tenchi. This is the nicest thing you did for us all day.
Oh, Pinchy!
This is very Tenchi's fucking delicious, guys. You should. He's naturally salted and seasoned. I didn't even have to add butter. Please, someone else join me.
Seth, the way you're going, you're gonna get whacked.
By who?
I mean, I think probably Laz and Tyler would be.
So as
I'm the one with the walking stick.
Try to want me. See what Irving does.
Irving, you mind?
I'm just sitting here watching everybody chow down on my friend.
Irving!
Indeed.
You mind if I'm book?
Like, these people are very unmoral. Like,
Yeah, you're nothing.
Right.
What, Laz?
So, with that being said, as you guys are all sitting down for a lovely meal, you contemplate and think about many of the ways to get to this particular place, the Woodland Manse. You are familiar with its location, and know about three definite ways that will get you there. One of them is the green, which is the longest way and the safest way. The orange is, of course, the shortest way, but the most difficult. And the yellow is somewhat in between. It'll take you guys a couple of days of travel, nonetheless, to get to from where you are to where you need to go. But once you get there, hopefully you can rid the evil that is going on from Falcon, who you know to be a prominent hunter in the particular in the Neverwinter woods.
Is our cart at the top of the cliffs?
Is your cart at the top of the cliff? It is.
Alright, so I vote we go for the middle way, not the shortest, but not the most easiest way, just go for the middle way. Then I'll drive the cart.
Okay.
You can use my broom, Seth.
Oh my god, I lost my broom too.
You did.
You lost your broom and you lost your bag, but you can use my broom.
You lost fucking sword.
You know what? If anyone here is a true Gryffindor, they can call on it and get it whenever they need it, so I don't need your, condescending tone.
I mean, really, honestly, he's probably that moves in the Gryffindor.
Alright.
So maybe you should call the sword back. Yeah? Maybe that's a good idea.
And where's my demo?
Well, clearly you don't need it enough then. and
Well, I wasn't to curse it on your head because you decided to jump in those feet without being with me.
You're welcome for saving you from a damn shark. And she's just gonna hop onto the broom and go scout forward. Fuck these guys.
when you feel the air around you.
You literally shot me off the ship, you twit!
Finger behind her back as she's flying away.
She gets quadruple fingers.
Alright. And this sort of back and forth continues pretty much the entire journey as you guys make your way off to the Woodland Manse. It's about a 2 or 3 days journey from where you are to where you guys need to be. You guys make camp a couple of times. You do manage to get sort of some decent rest. And heading off this particular way seems to be almost like a main road. The Tribal Trail is somewhat known for its protection. Okay.
He's in a wind tunnel right now.
I don't know.
Bad.
What are you doing?
Okay.
Well, he's got to make some money somewhere out there. He's just a waiter, right? A hotel guy, so, you know.
God, Baz,
You-
either
come
kill
on.
yourself when you're making all your spaghetti, or just don't eat the spaghetti.
Spaghetti?
How does that spaghetti sound crazy?
I've seen the movie Hostel, so I know what's going on. I mean, clearly he's trying to... He's just making some extra money out there in the Netherlands.
Wait, I've seen the movie Hostel. What the fuck joke are you running with right now?
Isn't
I
that
haven't seen the movie Hostel.
What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, so Hostel is basically a film where these people, like these rich people, and they go on vacation, but even richer people see them from passports and go, they kidnap the person, bring him into a room, because the people visit hostels, like, so they like little, hotels that are owned by people, bed and breakfasts kind of things. So because you give your passport to this one hostel, they now have your picture on profile that are...
Auction you off.
Yeah, and they auction you off, and like people can come in, like doctors, for California doctors can come in and with a chainsaw and like, this has been my fetish to cut someone up with a chainsaw. Bzzz.
And
Yeah.
this is why Americans are afraid of Europe. Thank you very much, everyone.
What? Well, because we have passports and people will use them to cut off your arms.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's not why
Dumbest thing I've ever heard.
it's not why I purchased a passport. I mean, not to. I mean, yeah.
In one country you just get caught if you go to school, but like, sure, passport, that's scary.
Randy
Right.
said that's not at all why I purchased a passport.
Yeah. Anyway, nonetheless, so you guys make your way along with the cart. As you approach, you guys get you see a sort of clearing out in the area that the mains is in. Along the clearing, it seems a bit too small for the cart, so you guys begin to sort of walk in. And as you do, you see, at first it's like a big, brown, hairy lump moving and shifting around. Then suddenly, you notice it. It's... couldn't be. It is! And as you look, you of course see that it seems to be one of those weird boars again. Trampling along. Eating a pumpkin from a pumpkin patch. As you look, as you get closer, you notice that there's more of these large, pig-like boars eating pumpkins all around.
Irving,
Yeah,
there's a bunch of pigs.
I know, which means it's probably not the werebore.
But
So it feels like feels like they're the ones that got loose from the farmstead, maybe.
should we round them up?
Nah, leave them go. They're happy. They're eating pumpkin. Let them go. They aren't anything.
They hate hurting the pumpkins. We're supposed to feed people,
Don't see any people around here for the pumpkins to feed. Let's go take care of what we are here for, like the orcs and spellcasters.
Okay.
I mean, we can come back and take care of the boars afterwards, but
Steph's
Sorry.
gonna, like, fly
Sorry.
over them just to see. Can I roll like perception or something?
To see what?
Like she's flying overhead of where the pigs are eating, but she's kind of like trying to figure out, like, is one of these the werepig? Are these the pigs that like are missing? Like, I don't understand. There's too many pigs. It makes me uncomfortable.
Okay, you're trying to look if there's anything abnormal about...
About the pigs. About any one pig.
Well,
And I'm kind of watching and keeping track of it.
Yeah, give me a perception check as you were flying above and staring at all these pigs.
Alrighty. Oh no, nat 1.
You don't see shit. Yeah, everything seems above and beyond the board.
Nah, the pigs are just pigs, guys. Move on.
As you approach the dilapidated stone villa that is just encased with ivy all around, you see that it does seem to be it's almost like a foggy sort of clearing that you guys are in, and as you guys are kind of looking around at this giant sort of house, is a underneath all this ivy.
We got a long rest, right?
Yes, you also had camping as well.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
So the large house is set atop a 6-foot-high stone foundation. The main entrance has a balcony above it. Pumpkins grow wild, as you can see around it, and with several wild boars feeding among them.
I am not seeing the map.
Okay, those boars look absolutely evil.
Okay, let's see here.
Like, those are for sure evil boars.
Evil boars.
I just say you're for sure an evil person.
Oh, I see it now. Thank you.
I mean, that's beyond the point, though, so, you know. Some of that has to do with anything.
All I see is black.
Okay. Irving should be able to let you see
Look at
now.
how they're eating those pumpkins. How evilly. Just menacingly.
How
Like-
would you eat a pumpkin?
That's people you got to
Oh, like
There's
that.
already animals on that as fancy as your appetite.
So, so as you guys kind of looking around, the stone steps they climb up to the front door. You can kind of see it's sort of overhanging with ivy, and vines wrap around the balcony support pillars. And it seems to be crumbling as well. Ground floor entrance features double doors with a giant boar's head crudely carved into it.
They're the evil spellcasters. They're real boars. Truly.
Okay. Do you have a problem with like where people? It seems like you have a problem.
Yeah, she's a bloodthirsty thing.
It seems more like a
No.
problem than anyone else's problem.
I just think he wants to be making bacon.
We're at the place where we want to go, right? The evil mention of evilness? Or
Yeah, you are there now, yes.
So we go to an evil place to fight evil spellcasters, and when we get to the evil place where we fight evil spellcasters, there's a bunch of really evil-looking boars, and there's a big boar face on the temple that looks really evil. So maybe...
Or it could just be that this is a place where prize boars are raised. This isn't a temple, it's a hunting lodge.
And the
Maybe they're being raised for hunting?
They're just
Yes.
They're eating pumpkins. What is evil about that? Unless you're a pumpkin head. Are you a pumpkin head, Laz?
Would
you like one?
I don't even know what that means.
The means is that a pumpkin should on your head.
Seth is gonna go
Alright,
pick
well-
a pumpkin and bring it to Laz and hand it to just not even hand it to him in the sense that she's giving him the option of taking it. She's gonna shove it into his chest, and if he doesn't take it, it's gonna drop. And she's like, "Well, here's your pumpkin, baby."
I would definitely not take it.
Well, you keep your pumpkin, baby.
As it smashes to the ground, several seeds fall out of it.
Ooh, I'll get those.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Eat one.
if we do, when we do discover that they are in fact the evil spellcasters in boar shape, then, you guys.
And then you will be entitled to say, I told you so ad nauseum, which I'm sure you will do.
Right. So, Seth, you said you're going to eat one of the seeds?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up all the pumpkin seeds and then eat one.
All right.
Stephanie, those aren't very good unless they're roasted.
Well, as you do eat one, you feel a little bit better, actually. You gain 1 HP of health.
Oh shit! Everyone should eat the pumpkin seeds. They make me feel. I feel like I just drank a cup of coffee, honestly.
Really? Nice. And I will gather up as many seeds as I can gather.
True addicts.
Inside the pumpkin that you just freshly smashed, there was 6 seeds in total. Minus the one that Seth has eaten, there are 5 remaining.
Alright,
Okay.
I'll take one more and then I'll let everyone disperse the rest.
Yeah, no, I take one.
Alright. You get another... Anybody?
Sure.
Alright, anyone who's eaten one, that gains 1 health point. 1 hit point.
I'm just going to save mine for later.
Out, like, sustainable living. Great choice, honestly. I had a garden at one point. Have I ever told you about that? Do you want to talk about it?
I'm saving mine.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'm gonna
deliberately trying
to
to goad Laz into conversations so that he actually shuts up. Because she knows he doesn't want to talk to her, so she's like, how do you feel about pumpkin seeds?
When we, Seppi,
That's so evil.
Yeah.
when we get ready to leave here, remind me, let's gather up some of those pumpkins and put them in the cart.
Let's just do that real... Here, yeah, we should probably do that afterwards, right?
Yeah, let's do it afterwards, but yeah, I definitely want to take some of those pumpkins with us.
Funny, while trying to all those pigs.
Could Sephi, like, pull Irving to the side for a minute?
Sure.
Okay, she's gonna, like, pull him off to the side before anyone goes in, and she's gonna kind of, like, poke her wand into his chest. Not, like, I'm not trying to spell cast or anything. It's more like, if this were my finger, I'd be poking it at you. So
Yeah, what you want?
First of all, how dare you buy me a new wand? Second of all, thank you for buying me a new wand. And then she's gonna kiss him and then go, this doesn't mean we're dating again. And then she just walks away. I hear you fucking smiling. Stop it.
You guys are crazy. Or maybe it's just Seth and everyone else seems more crazy because of her.
Yeah, Seth's just walking back up the stairs, like, ignoring Irving. Like, don't smile at me. I hear you smiling. Stop it.
And Irving absolutely does not stop with a big old shit-eating grin.
Right. So you make your way up to the steps of the house, up to the front doors?
Huh?
Trying to...
Oh wait, I think Donovan was trying to talk to Lazul.
Oh, go ahead.
Tell me about it.
So Seth, you're making your way up to the front door. As you
I'm just gonna knock on it. I feel like it's very rude to just assume that we can walk into someone's house.
Alright. As you knock on the door and kind of look back on the other side of the door.
Can I walk around the side of the house and kind of look at the side of the house?
Yeah.
Alright.
What is it that you're looking for?
I'm just investigating to see if there's anything besides boars and pumpkins around the side of the house.
Boars, pumpkins, and ivy surrounding the house.
Alright, I'm just going to continue kind of looking around the house. It's got four sides, so I'm going to continue looking.
Yeah. You make your way all around the house, and it's more of the same. Boars, pumpkin patches, and ivy covering up the stone house.
No back door?
There are... Let's see here. There is indeed a back door, almost directly on the other side of the front door of the house.
So I tell the others there's a back door just on the opposite side, and that before we enter, I think we ought to maybe put a person or two at the back door to catch anybody running out.
You know what
And
we
look
could
at
do?
what's that?
I'm not going to destroy the whole building.
Well, you see, I was looking through, a thing you might not have noticed is that most of our spells don't actually require line of sight. We could, in theory, cast a spell from outside of the mansion into the mansion. And then, whatever's inside would be fucked up.
Okay, well, I mean, yes, let's do that, but I definitely want to take up a position at the back door to catch anything that runs out when you do that.
What's the mansion made of?
Stone, wood, glass. Your basic,
Wood, huh?
yeah, your basic house.
Is the front
Well, I
door
guess I'll just...
unlocked?
Would you like to
could just
try?
burn it down.
Yeah,
Yeah, let us do it, not burn out the whole thing.
door.
I mean, you can burn it down, but the whole idea is to take it back from the people that have taken it over. I'm not sure the property owner would like it burnt down.
And I look at Lynette and say,
right.
let's the next person, which is illegal.
Alright, so Seth, as you open up the front door, you twist it open, it creaks. As you make your way past and trying to avoid the ivy hanging down from above you, you make your way in. It's completely black in here, completely pitch black. You cannot see anything except for an eerie glowing green glow coming off from another room.
Can I cast Lumos to see a little bit better? It's a cantrip.
Yeah?
Now again.
Ugh. And as she walks in, she's, hello!
There's never a green glowing part in here on our plate.
Hello?
Nothing seems to be in this room around you. The staircase that in front of you climbs about 10 feet up to the next level.
But then there's a room to my left, right? Well, there's a room to my left, correct, question mark.
Yes, there's a room sort of off to your right there, sort of the parlor area, and then there's also a what seems to be an opening, but it's all so many boards and stone sort of blocking it. But it seems to lead out into the courtyard, which you can kind of see a very similar glowing sort of green light that you did from the lighthouse.
Ouch. Sorry. I want to go into this room first.
Okay. As you enter into the parlor, you notice that the door to this room has just been smashed to pieces. It lies just on the floor in front of you, just completely strewn about. The room is filled with broken furniture and the remains of chairs and side tables and a wine cabinet. And a moldy circular rug covers most of the stone floor.
would like to, if I can, even though it's moldy. Well, first of all, I wanna search the cabinet, the liquor cabinet. Is there anything left?
No, nothing left.
Well, that's a shame. Second, I would like to pull the rug away from the floor.
Okay. As you pull it away, the coloring of the wood underneath the rug is a much more brighter brown than the rest of it, insinuating that this rug has probably never been moved in its entirety of life.
I'm gonna stomp on every clean floorboard that was under the rug as hard as I can.
Alright. Oh, it's taking its time rolling dice.
Well, this is all nothing. Where am I at?
You are just on the outside of the back door, correct?
No, I had come back around the front, told the others about the back door, suggested they put somebody back there, but I hadn't gone back there yet.
Oh, in that case, you're still in the front, sort of, the Porsche there. The front landing.
Alright. I'm gonna lean in the doorway and say, Seth, you okay?
As she is, like, elephant stomping around this clear, clean circle of floorboards. She's like, yeah, no, everything's fine. Actually, you know what? Could you just stomp in this? You see where it's clean, right? Just stomp everywhere.
Interestingly enough, the moment you see where it's clean, that's the exact moment that your foot hits a bit of rotten wood and goes clear through, right straight down.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna immediately
No, I don't like this. It's like dark water. I don't know what's under there, and my leg is down there now. Help me.
I'm trying to pull her out.
It's more of the panicking that's preventing you from releasing her leg in a quick manner. But it takes a second or so, but you do release her leg.
Yeah, maybe not the smartest idea to stomp in here.
Okay, like, I don't want to fucking talk about this at any point after this conversation. A, thank you for the wand. That was really sweet. B, thank you for saving my life. And then she's gonna kiss him and then immediately, like, shove him away.
Alright.
Irving's kind of used to this at this point.
Okay, so...
He doesn't know how to love.
Right. So, as you guys are making your way into it, Donovan, you notice straight ahead as you open up into the door, you notice on the far wall in the next room over that there seems to be something wet on the walls. And as you make your way closer into it, you realize that there seems to be covered, like just the walls are covered in these crude drawings in blood that depict boars chasing stick figure humanoids.
Guys?
Yeah, what's up?
I really hate to say this, but Les may have had points about the boars.
Ha! I told you so. I informed you thusly. I fucking said it. You bastards.
Oh, God.
Don't get too smart. There's maybe some sort of... I'm thinking there's maybe some sort of boar cult, because I'm seeing pictures of boars written in blood on the wall.
Yeah, that's what I said. There's like a boar face on top of the building. What the heck? No hunting lodge does that.
Well, I mean, I figured
Every hunting lodge does that. You've never been to a hunting lodge. Because, yeah, no,
That's what that has to do with anything.
every covered.
As you get closer and look more into the room that has the blood-stained walls, you notice that the fireplace that is on the outside dominates the south side of this room. The smashed wooden dining table lies in a heap in the eastern half of the room, surrounded by 6 broken chairs. As you look upon the fireplace, at first they just seem like dolls, just random dolls made out of wood, carved. On closer inspection, each one of these dolls is exactly like one of you.
What the fuck?
Now that's
Well-
uncomfortable.
Each one, as you look down, you say, "Oh, there's Lazarus, there's Laz, there's Seth, there's Elric, even all of them."
Oh,
I don't
The
like
far edge of
this.
this room.
I'm gonna sit in my corresponding seat.
Does it seem like there might be like illusions or something?
You can certainly try, maybe go up and grab them if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Right. So, here, let me get you some light in there.
Seth, do you remember that Bible book you read me that last summer?
Which
And then there were none?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, what if this cult turns people into boars? And we're next.
No, like, seriously?
Wait.
Yeah.
As you reach out and grab the Lazul doll, at first it seems strange because it's uncanny. It's dressed like you. It even has some of the equipment that you've just recently picked up fashioned onto your belts and your backpacks. Suddenly, your hand is filled with just the most incredible amount of pain as you realize the back of the doll is forming spikes. And these tiny thorns are embedding themselves into your hand. You drop it onto the floor, and suddenly it starts to grow. Its arms stretching out into twig-like, wrapping around. Its legs stretching out, growing, and each one, as each one of the dolls makes their ways, it grows into this large, twig-like being. I will need you all to give me some initiative.
Oh god.
As these giant twig-like beings that are formed out of your dolls are there. And let me give you... Oh, hold on. Sorry, I have to make everybody...
Dang, I'm not even there.
I didn't click it in. You're just kind of... You're on the outside. You're out there scooping around. I'm sure you'll hear some goings on. Alright, so let me just get you guys in here.
Can I
So...
just say that I love the irony of Lazul being like, I don't want to partake in any shit, and then he walks into a room full of enemy.
Essentially. Right. So 2 things. Let's see here. Bear's got 16. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 1, 2, 3. Who am I missing?
Who choose the one?
Jonathan.
Okay.
Adjon.
You were 18, I believe.
18. Okay. Pardon me. So with that, I think that'll be a good spot right there to end this week's session as we enter in battling some dolls. That's a good thing. We'll get some more initiative here for our lovely Twiglouts, and then we'll end the session right there. I think that'll be a good spot to end it. All right.